can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin'. They told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother. I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they say. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
35-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
To the ground, this time with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott now. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
Prescott.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it. And this is caught at the 20. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Watch the whip. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Switch, switch, switch. Check 15. Check.
They'll run it with Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hunt. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown. down run. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Browns 0.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 more yards there and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Jack Fox now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now it's Bird on the return. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They'll set up to throw, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. For Nick Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
At the Steelers' 40-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. They run the counter now on 1st down. He's to the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run with Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott to throw it. He's going to launch it for Washington. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even 1st half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. As they run the counter play. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
36-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he stopped immediately there. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Beckham complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open space inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
It's 2nd down.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Number 85.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And the Browns 1st down.
on the counter now on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Second and 9 now. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Jones. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Jones, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Kill. 47.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. But it'll be 2nd down
at the 21-yard line.
here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Landry, the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run, jump, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to go up top again. And that'll be incomplete. Prescott took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
58, come on. 58, come on. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to launch it for Washington, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Complete to Odell.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
At the Steelers' 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run for it. Chubb. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Nick Chubb stopped short. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
It's a turnover on down.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll go again to Jones.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He's going to let it fly, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Browns 28, Steelers 14. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
To the running back.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Browns, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta.